country boy, I love you.
So I've been hearing a lot about this Jason Aldean song, which is called Try That in a Small Town. It's making its waves because of the lyrics being, I guess you can say, more hateful than anything. And I just want to kind of give the lyrics a look. I don't want to listen to the song because, one, I can't stand country music, and two, I don't want to give this song airplay at all or free airplay if it's something that is truly bad and whatnot. So I figured I can read the lyrics, kind of go through it, and see what the song entails. So let's just get it started, shall we? Sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk, carjack an old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think it's cool? Well, act a fool if you like, 'cause out a cop, spit in the face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough? Well, try that in a small town.
Hey, there's a bee in here! I'll get it!
Alright, so we're already off to, like, he's basically explaining stuff that doesn't happen in small towns. A lot of the crime and whatnot that you're talking about happens in cities, which are high crime areas because, well, they're cities, there's a bunch of people there, and a lot of these cities are kind of, you know, in poverty right now. And the whole thing about the stomping on the flag and light it up, there's nothing against the law about that, so I don't get why it's such a big deal. I mean, I get it, we live in America, so maybe just doing that to the flag is a little bit disrespectful, but the best part about America is we have the freedom of speech to do what we want, and desecrating the flag doesn't fall under anything hateful towards, you know, whatever, so it falls under freedom of speech. So, you know, you can complain about it all you want, but it's not illegal. You see how far you make it down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. Cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town. Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck. Again, it's another one of those, like, I got a gun and I'm not afraid to use it type things. Like, if that is the way you're gonna handle certain situations, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's one thing if someone is breaking into your house and threatening your family, but at the same point in time, a gun is not always the answer. It's just he's one of those, you know, hillbilly hicks that, you know, is like, Second Amendment rights, I can carry this gun. And it's like, when in a lot of situations do you need to carry a gun in the US? Because people say, well, shootings happen all the time. Shootings happen all the time because people like you just freely have a gun without any sort of permit, any background check, and stuff like that. And it puts more people in danger. So it's just kind of like a statement where it's not even a threat anymore. It's just kind of, you know, annoying. Basically, my main point with it is not every situation has to involve a gun. If you are getting into a fist fight with someone, there is no reason your gun needs to come out, because basically a gun can kill somebody if you shoot them, whereas if someone's just beating you up, then yeah, you're gonna get beat up. But if you have to pull out your gun in that situation, then you are a wimp. It's plain and simple. Guns can be used in certain situations only when you feel that your life is threatened, but there's other situations where pulling it out just isn't the right thing to do.
I'm gonna show you.
Then after the chorus again, it says, full of good old boys, raised up right. If you're looking for a fight, try that in a small town, try that in a small town.
Are you challenging me?
This is very, like, threatened with violence for whatever reason. Like, I don't know. I'm not one to sit here and say, oh, music can make you violent, music can make you suicidal, music, you know, can, you know, cause you to do this and that. I'm not that person. People listen to music for the enjoyment and the relatability, and I think that's what attaches people to it. But this is like the country version of like a gangster rap song where they're just like, you know, talking hard shit, and some of these guys aren't even hard. They never really lived that life. Not saying that Jason Aldean isn't like a true redneck or anything. I'm just saying he's probably that person that says all this stuff and then doesn't back it up. He seems like the type of person that would run away from a fight and leave his friends because he's too scared to, live up to his words. It's almost like a keyboard warrior. You'll say what you want behind a keyboard, but when you come face to face with that said person, you clench up, you don't know what to say, and you panic and get scared because you didn't think that what you were talking up would become a reality. And then that's basically it for the lyrics, so I'm guessing this is like a really short song here. Yeah, it says it's a little over 3 minutes. So yeah, overall that song, it is definitely something. Like I said, I feel like, the lyrics in itself, it's just kind of playing off of that, southern hillbilly type of tough where you're like, I got a gun and, we take care of our people because we live in a small town. I live in Redneckville. I know a lot about it. I hear a lot about it. And it just, to me, it's not even a threat. It just gets annoying. Like, if you're getting into a fist fight with somebody and your first threat is to pull out a gun, then how much of a wuss are you that you can't even fist fight somebody that you're getting into a fist fight with? People are saying, well, that first line about, talking about, carjacking an old lady. Wouldn't you want to pull out your gun and protect that old lady? In a sense, I can see where you're coming from there, but sometimes it's best to try not to be a superhero. And even the first line where it says sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk, I mean, again, that's one of those things where if you get punched and you pull out a gun, then you're just a pussy, because if you can't punch back, then obviously you're too scared in that situation to use the actual weapons that we need to use in situations like that. It blows my mind, the thinking of some people when they get the opportunity to even use their gun and be able to use that self-defense tactic, when it's like, no, you're just obsessed with guns. And anytime you have the opportunity to use them or think you can use them, you're gonna pull that card. And it's just kind of like, no, can you stop? I can't believe I'm going back to this situation, but it's like the Kyle Rittenhouse situation where he was in a place where he needed to defend himself with his big-ass gun, and it would be understandable if he didn't take that gun over state line to a state that he didn't even live in while he was underage, for the sheer fact that he knew he could use his gun to harm others that he thought were potentially a threat. It's like, that is completely wrong and just completely selfless to only think about, man, I can use this gun, and not think of any other way to help in the situation at all that is either less violent or non-violent than that. But other than that, I think the lyrics are a little bit more tamer than I thought they were going to be. I definitely was expecting more of the whole, like, don't threaten me, I got my Second Amendment right gun, but, a lot of it is just more, it's definitely still aggressive, but it's not as, like, aggressive and out there as I thought it was going to be. So basically all I'm kind of saying is, do I hate the lyrics? Yeah, but at the same point in time, when we hear shit like this in rap lyrics about, shooting somebody up, shooting a rival gang member or whatever, that's basically what this is, just in country form, and there's people that will sing along and put that song on the billboard, but when this song by a country artist basically doing the same thing gets put on a billboard, we make an uproar about it, and it's either, look, you're either okay with all of it, or you're not okay with it at all. Make up your mind. There is no in-between here. Just because two different genres of music do it and you don't like the way the other one does it, that doesn't mean it's not the same thing as the other genre, if you get my gist and what I'm saying here. So, yeah, that's basically it for me. You can tell me in the comments below what do you think, but until then, stay safe out there, and I will catch you all in the next one.
This kitchen is so hard to clean. If only there was an easier way.
Hi, I'm Derek Bum. Say goodbye to daily stains and dirty surfaces with new kitchen gun.